Hey everybody, welcome to the Barbie movie review.
Barbie.
Spoiler free section, 35 seconds at the beginning, 45 seconds. What did you think of the movie, Jordan? Did you like it?
I liked it a lot.
I also liked it a lot. It was incredibly funny.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to go see it again.
I would go see it again. Yeah.
Before we get into spoilers, I just want to say, as two dudes, we probably don't have the best take on what this movie means to the demographic that it's aiming for, but we're going to talk about it anyway, because we live in America and dudes can talk about stuff that we don't have any input on. I will say this, a lot of people that I know, who are maybe more on the...
What do you mean we don't know? Because I played with Barbies when I was a little boy.
Yeah, but I'm saying that it's more so aimed at
You don't have
girls.
any sisters. Oh, yeah, well, for sure.
So I'm saying as fucking dudes, we don't understand the plight of women.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about fucking Barbie doll.
No, I'm not saying that you didn't fucking take a Barbie and shake it around. I'm saying you don't know what it's like to be paid 75% of what you're worth.
Well, they don't ask for more money.
Actually, we do understand the plight of women because we've seen Barbie, so
That's right.
we can talk about it. I will say this: a lot of people were concerned, and by a lot of people, I just mean in the group that I have spoken to about this, which isn't a lot, and they also are, what's the word? Not.
I don't know what you're trying to say, so I can't help you.
Where they're like, they shelter their kids a little bit more than maybe I would. In terms of this stuff. Like, if I had a 10-year-old girl, I would let her see this movie.
Okay.
But they would not.
Like conservatives?
Maybe, well, yes, but that's not the word I'm looking for. Whatever. They're less willing to subject their younger children to things that they think might be bad for them. Like watching...
It's not really a kid's movie.
R-rated movies and stuff.
Oh, well, yeah. How old are these kids?
I don't know, but I'm just saying they would not let like 10-year-olds go see this movie. I would, because I think it's funny.
There's nothing really, what is it, like PG-13?
Yep.
Yeah. There's nothing really bad in it.
Like I would watch my kids watch Terminator. I don't care. But I think that this movie will do more to inspire young women in particular, we're gonna get murdered, to do the things that they want and follow the ambitions that they have than Barbie the doll has ever done.
Yeah. Okay, so spoilers?
And we're into spoilers now. If you haven't seen it, go see it. It's fucking amazing. I don't care if you're like, I don't want to see a Barbie movie because I'm a guy. Fuck you. Go see it. It's fucking funny.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
And also Margot Robbie is super hot. So if you're just like, oh, I'm a dude, bro, go see it for that, and then maybe it'll trick you into having like more respect for women. Spoilers from here on out.
I think the movie had a pretty good story to it.
Yes.
I don't really like read into the like people being inspired by a movie or whatever. I mean, I just don't really, to me, it's just entertainment.
Right.
But it has a good message to it.
Mm-hmm.
If you want it, if you got something out of it, then good for you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's actually addressed in the movie, what you were saying, because Barbie goes up to
a young child,
a young 12 or 13-year-old girl, and the girl tells her that Barbie's
set the women's movement back 50 years
and sets unrealistic body standards for young girls.
Yeah.
And then Barbie bursts out. Oh yeah, she calls her a fascist as well. And then Barbie starts.
Fascist.
And then Barbie starts.
But I don't do negative trades.
Yeah.
This movie's hilarious. And then Ken just gets the complete opposite message.
Yeah, he's like, it's awesome.
These guys are, it's more like admiration. There's no hint of malice towards it.
Let's hold on. Let's lead up to that. They're in Barbie land, which is completely controlled by Barbie.
And
they're all
perfect.
Barbie, and it's perfect.
Every day is the perfect day.
Every day is all happy. And then the Kens just exist.
Yeah, they're just kind
for
of there.
Barbie.
Yeah, they don't have a good
That's
day
pretty
unless
much
Barbie
it.
acknowledges them.
That's right. And then,
Alan's there.
Yeah, and then it turns out like the Barbies have like a kind of a human that
Interacts with them.
Sort of. It's kind of like the movie Us, but happy.
Sure.
Or not like a horror movie.
Right.
You've not seen that movie,
Nope.
have you? Okay. If you've seen Us, it's sort of like that, but not a horror movie.
I was gonna say it's sort of like Toy Story, but if Woody was in another dimension.
That's another good way to explain it. Anyway,
Like
so
they each have their person.
right, so
Allegedly.
something starts happening with Barbie, main basic bitch Barbie.
Stereotypical Barbie is her name?
Stereotypical Barbie.
Don't
yeah.
be disrespectful.
She's
to
pretty
Barbie.
basic. Well, no, she wasn't basic. I mean,
Did you see
She
her
had a-
rollerblading outfit?
yeah, she had a lot of fancy.
That is not
fancy
basic.
stuff. Anyway, so
She owns a house, Jordan.
with no walls.
A 2-story house. There's some walls. At the
Anyway,
back.
yeah, she one day she starts thinking about
Death.
death, which shocks the other Barbies and Kens because every day's the best day ever.
Yep.
You have choreographed dance parties in your house every night. Every night's girls' night. Yeah.
I
The
thought maybe
Kens.
we could spend the night.
Yeah.
Because we're girlfriend, boyfriend.
All the
And
Kens
do
are
what? I don't actually know.
all the Kens are homeless,
Seemingly.
apparently. And so
Where do the Kens stay?
yeah.
You
I
know,
don't
I've
know.
never thought about that.
I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, so then they go to the real world.
Yep.
Because Barbie no longer walks on
And
her
in order to
toes.
do that, you have to go in a car and then a
Car ride.
rocket ship, then a boat, then a tandem bicycle,
I
and
think you're
then
getting the order mixed up.
yeah,
but
I don't remember the
basically,
order.
yeah.
It's been several hours since I've seen the movie. I
There's
just
biking,
apologize.
space.
Yeah. Snowmobile,
Boat. Oh, snowmobile. I think that was it.
Yep. And then you rollerblade
rollerblade into the real
into
world.
the real world.
And, Everyone's giving Barbie. They're all like being a bunch of gross pigs towards Barbie.
Yep.
And then Ken gets a compliment.
Yep.
By a more than likely
two
homosexual man.
stereotypically gay men.
Yes. And then so they're in the real world. Barbie has to find.
Well, can I say my favorite joke?
Yeah.
Where he's like, maybe it's not my favorite joke. There's so many jokes that are amazing in this movie, but it's like when in that scene when Ken is like, they're all, I'd just say it's more like admiration. There's no hint of malice towards me. And then Barbie goes, no, I'm definitely getting undertones of malice.
Yes. And then Barbie just has to find her what she thinks is a girl who's sad.
Did you pick up on that immediately, by the way?
What?
I knew that it was the mom.
No, because I thought she had a sister.
I knew it was the mom. I was like, it's going to be the mom.
No, I thought it was going to be like her sister died or something. Thought it was going to be a lot darker.
Yeah. They both get fucking sniped at the end.
No, because they show the mom and the girl together, but I thought those were two young girls.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't notice that was like the mom playing with her.
Well, I mean, she was doing like fucking taxes and stuff.
Yeah.
So I assumed that she was an adult.
Well, no, I look like a girl to me. I guess I saw the little girl in two different shots and thought it was two different girls or something.
Okay.
I don't know how
Yep.
I mixed that up, but no, I thought like she had a sister and the sister died, and that's why she was sad.
Yep.
But it did not go in that direction.
Correct.
So yeah. So it turns out as the mom used to play with the daughter, and everything was fine and normal, and then daughter starts not really liking the mom so much, just growing up and trying to be more teenager
Typical teenage
type thing.
thing.
But anyway, so she finds the mom, but before that, I mean, that's kind of the whole movie kind of, I don't know. Anyway, Ken is having a great time in the real world.
Patriarchy.
Which he thinks is about horses.
Yep. He's not wrong.
So he becomes very obsessed with manly things, kind of.
Well,
like a horse.
Dude, bro, manly things.
Yeah, dude, bro, manly
Not
things.
like actually manly things.
Right. So he likes trucks and all this stuff.
He's got a giant Hummer.
Yeah, he's loving the real world. My favorite scene in that movie, the one that nobody else laughed at except for me, because it's only like half a second, is when he's like seeing all like it's men everywhere, like like running everything, and like all the ads, it's just men everywhere, and he's like looking all excited, and he looks over, and there's these two business guys, and like this woman comes over, and she's like, "Sir," and he's like, "Not right now, Margaret." And then it comes to him, and he's like,
yeah,
like shaking his head, like, "No, you don't."
He's practicing.
Yeah, he's like, "Not right now, Margaret." I was like fucking gonna die, and then I was like, I'm the only one laughing, so I like try not to, because it's like,
no, I laughed at that. Yeah, I caught that.
Points his finger, shakes his head.
Nobody. Because he's an idiot.
Yeah, he's just like, "You can do that?" "Not right now, Margaret."
This woman asked me for the time.
So he's got
They
like
respected me.
gets 2 watches.
I think he had 3. I think he had 2 on one
It
wrist.
was 2 on, and
I
then
think
he had like a
one on one,
bracelet or
and then he had
something.
3. I don't know. Well,
Anyway.
we're definitely gonna see this movie again at some point. So.
Yeah, for sure. So then Ken goes back to Barbie Land
without Barbie,
to let the Kens know
that the patriarchy is the best.
Explains it all. And then the other Barbies like it because then they don't have any.
They kind of brainwashed.
Yeah, they got brainwashed somehow.
Yeah, they don't. A lot of this movie is literally characters saying to other characters, "Just don't think about it." It's sort of like quantum physics. You just don't think about it.
Yeah, they're trying to turn it into what was it?
Kendom Land or something.
Kendom.
Because he's got his house is called something. What is it? Fucking Ken's house. It's like 4 different languages for how dojo or something.
Dojo Mojo. Something house.
Yeah. And then you don't have to say that. So then, but it's fun.
Right. And then when something happens in Barbie Land, that's the toys that come out.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell's in this, by the way. He's the CEO of
also amazing.
Was it Mattel?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
the fucking cubicles having no like doors. Everybody's just in a cubicle forever because it's Mattel is basically exactly the same as Barbie Land. Whereas like if you're a kid and you were for some reason playing Office dolls, like they wouldn't have, because you just set them in from the top.
Right.
So why would they have doors?
Yeah. So he's trying to fix the problems they're causing by mixing the 2 worlds.
Yeah.
He also tries to crawl over a cubicle at one point.
It's faster.
Yeah, not very successfully because he thinks he's gonna. There's a ridiculous chase scene.
Everybody's like high-kneeing it.
Yeah. It looks like choreographed dance.
Yeah.
From a Broadway musical. Anyway, so they go in to Barbie Land to.
Barbie and the woman and her daughter.
Yes.
Because the woman and her daughter help her escape.
And also the CEO and all his cabin.
Eventually, they do get there.
They follow them because they're chasing them.
Seeing like 15 people on a tandem bike, always funny.
I also like the part where they're talking about the new toys coming out, which is the Dojo Mojo
Casa House
or whatever for Ken. Yeah, and it's like it's got a boy on the packaging, and they're like it's like flying off shells. But like before, they show that it's like a successful toy. It's like Will Ferrell's character like answers the phone. He's like, "Oh God, is it weird? How weird is it?" He was like, "I don't know. It's flying off the shelf." And so yeah, they end up in Kendom Land.
Yeah,
where all the Kens have taken over now, and
the only people who aren't affected are Weird Barbie,
right?
And all the, like the island of misfit toys of Barbie. Which
I guess all of that stuff, all the things in there were like real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sugar Daddy Ken.
Which I actually don't know anything about Barbie because I wasn't the target demographic, never played with the Barbies, like didn't have this lore of Barbie. Like it's not the same as like, I assume my version of this would be like Batman. Because I knew everything about Batman, had Batman toys, watched Batman cartoons, like read Batman comic books, I knew about Batman when I was 8 years old. I imagine that a lot of the subtle jokes went over my head. Just like references to old Barbie stuff. But the moment when fucking Weird Barbie is like holding the thing in front of Barbie's face and is like, if you don't, you'll end up like me. And then she pulls the box away and Margot Robbie screams and she goes, "I'm sorry." And she's like, "I kind of set myself up for that if we're being honest."
The snow globe. You'll end up just like me. That, and I like the
dog shitting,
the pregnant
midge.
Yeah, they're the pregnant doll.
Fucking Will Ferrell pops out, he screams.
It's like, I thought we discontinued that.
And then they have to plot to save Barbie Land. Well, originally the woman and her daughter are gonna leave with Michael Cera, Alan,
Ken's friend. All his clothes fit him.
Which is one of the best fight scenes I would say in a movie.
Yeah, he kicks the shit out of some
like
construction
30
workers.
people.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking Matrix fight. As soon as those Kens learn how to build sideways instead of just up, we'll never get out. It's just dudes stacking bricks up.
The other, yeah. So while the mom and the daughter are leaving, Barbie Land, the radio station which plays Barbie's favorite song changes to Ken's favorite song, which was I wanna push you around. That was a funny scene.
Oh yeah.
Also, when they're playing guitar, they're playing that song. They're all playing the same song. Did you write that? Yes.
They're gonna try and play guitar at you.
So this movie's soundtrack, very fun. Yep. I would buy it on vinyl if I saw it. I think it would be a fun thing to play at a party.
Yep. You guys ever think about death?
Yeah. The choreography in this, there's a bunch of dance scenes.
Yep.
That are like phenomenal.
Yes. Like real dance scenes.
Yes. Like actually good.
Like dancing. From fucking Grease.
Yeah.
Or some shit. Like it's that level
like
of
Mac from Sunny.
Yeah, it's like good. Like they obviously spent a lot of time. Well, I think Ryan Gosling was a dancer.
Yeah.
I assume.
You've never seen that clip of him when he was a little kid?
No.
Oh. Watch that.
Who's the one who they got out of dance because they did a competition?
That's Ryan Gosling.
Is that the story you're talking about?
Yeah.
Where he's like the other kid is like flipping him off or something?
Yeah. It was like if you had a boy in your dance group, then you would win automatically, I guess. And he was just looking at the competition who were like all pissed off, and then he just like shredded it. He was like 10, 8 or 10.
I love Ryan Gosling.
That's a funny video.
He's one of my favorite actors. But yeah, the choreography is amazing. Obviously, the whole point is that they're these perfect looking people. So Ryan Gosling shredded, shirtless most of the movie. Great. Margot Robbie, obviously, beautiful. Both of them phenomenal actors. They sell this incredibly well.
See, I don't think like. Well, at the end of the movie, they kind of like she is herself or what? She's a.
Even when
see, when you play with Barbies, though, I don't think it's like you look at it like as the perfect thing. Because it's like any other toy. You give it a personality, like you've created it. So when people say like, oh, Barbie, like girls look at Barbie and think like, I have to be like that. I mean, I guess I can kind of see that, but like.
Well, they did have like a diet Barbie or something in the 60s where the scale was set permanently to 110 pounds. And the diet book that came with it just said, don't eat.
Yeah, it's a little fucked up.
Yeah. Sketchy past. But Margot Robbie for a lot of this movie is like the perfect like Hollywood dolled up makeup to the max.
Yeah, she does the Barbie smile perfect. Like perfectly.
But then even when it's like after that, when she's ugly crying, there's that moment in the movie where she's like, I'm ugly, and then the narrator pops up and is like, note to the director, Margot Robbie's the wrong person to cast for the point you're trying to make.
Yeah, that was funny.
Because she still looks incredible.
There's also F-bomb gets dropped at the end of it, and it's censored.
Yeah. I hope there's an uncensored version.
I thought it was funny censored.
No, I think it is funny censored, but I think it would be funnier if it wasn't. Like, just out of fucking nowhere. Would you say motherfucker? Can you imagine?
Yeah. Anyway, Barbie goes to...
They should have used Samuel L. Jackson. Just for that one word.
Samuel L. Jackson is a Ken doll.
No, just like who's the president said it I think.
Yeah.
Just have her say the entire line, but when it gets to motherfucker, just splice in Samuel L. Jackson's voice saying motherfucker.
Ugh.
I think that'd be funny.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Ken gets. Barbie tells Ken that like he's not. He's got to go.
He's got to be himself.
Yeah, you can't just
because he's
rely
not
on
Beach.
that.
You can't be Beach.
Yeah.
Did you bring your rollerblades? I literally never go anywhere without them.
Beach somebody off though.
Have a beach off.
You can't even beach off yourself.
If I wasn't seriously injured right now, I'd beat you off. Nobody's beaching anybody off.
I also love how because when you're a kid, if you like are playing with action figures or something and you like get them injured or whatever, it's usually like you just toss them across the floor. So they do that in the movie. Anytime there's an accident, yeah, it's like it would be as if a child was like playing with it, and just wanted it to be injured, because it's like he hits the thing, he just goes runs like flying
at the water, because none of the water is real; it's all plastic.
Right.
He just fucking runs at it and then bounces off and goes flying through space.
That and the car accident.
Yeah.
The car does a barrel roll in the air and lands perfectly. Good to drive.
You don't have a license. This car doesn't have an engine. Yeah. Everything's too small for them.
So it's a happy ending.
Yep. Barbie becomes real and goes to the gynecologist.
Yes.
Which is very funny.
And so that the older woman in there is playing Ruth Handler.
Yes.
I just looked that up. Who's the creator of Barbie.
Yep.
So hopefully the woman's dead now. But if she were alive, I'd like to think that she would like this movie.
Yeah.
But she probably wouldn't. Because she's old.
Well, yeah, she might. Old people sometimes like young stuff.
Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just gonna...
it certainly wouldn't be like Dr. Seuss's wife watching
The Grinch?
No,
or a Cat in the Hat.
The Cat in the Hat.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go through my list. We talked about almost everything on here. Really funny was my first note. Margot Robbie's beautiful. Ryan Gosling's beautiful. The movie is beautiful. Pooping Dog is great. Cubicles have no doors. Alan is great. The Alan fight is great. Alan trying to hop that fence is great. Remember that? The first time they steal one of the brainwashed Barbies, and they're all like covert, and then they try to run away, and he tries to hop the fence, but he can't, so he grabs a chair and he tries to get off and he just can't do it. She's like, go around, Alan. The ending is amazing, very poignant. Ken going for a walk is great. I mentioned that before the podcast, or I guess not a podcast, is your review. Where he's angrily walking away, maintaining eye contact. The fact that Mattel shows up in black SUVs. That was amazing. This movie's great. Yeah. I just like we can explain it all damn day, but the only way to actually understand what's going on and to enjoy it is to go see it, and you should go see it.
Yeah, it's weird because I thought people were like would be super into seeing this movie because it seemed like I saw the hype on the internet, and I asked my mom and dad if they wanted to go see it because one of them brought up like going to the movies.
Right.
So I was like, oh well, I can see if there's still tickets to Barbie, and my mom was like, Barbie?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, and then
because I think
my dad's like, no.
The response is
you think it's gonna be like one of those shitty kids movies.
Yeah.
Like, why would I?
I think the first trailer turns that around. Like the 2001.
I didn't know that was actually going to be in the movie.
I didn't either. But
I thought it was just a teaser.
That's the second movie in 2 years that's been huge, but has a 2001. How long until that? How many people do you think understood that?
Not very many. There were a lot of younger people in the theater that I didn't expect.
Like, I really wish it had cut from the doll being thrown into the air instead of going to the Barbie logo to going to like an astronaut Barbie. I thought that would have been funny. Just pushing the reference a little bit further.
Yeah, I think that was probably extremely confusing to
the younger
audience.
I fucking loved it. It was so funny.
Also, 2001 Space Odyssey is not like that movie's like not something that people who like, unless you like truly love movies, you're probably
really
not gonna watch it.
Are really into cinema, are really into space, are really into art, or you're fucking high. If you're just a casual
or
movie,
you can be all of those things.
Yeah, or Venn diagram.
Yes. Which I was when I watched it.
Most people probably wouldn't enjoy. I don't know if they wouldn't enjoy it, but nobody will understand it because it doesn't make fucking sense. But you know, it's just it's more art than it is a movie. Like you just watch it because it looks cool. Really. Unlike Barbie, also, which is amazing.
Well, in 2001, like also it's just for the time that it came out, it looks unbelievably amazing.
So flat screen TVs.
It's just way ahead of its time.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Do you know how when at the beginning when the pen is floating on like the space shuttle?
Yeah.
And the woman reaches out and picks it up and puts it in his pocket. Do you know how they did that?
No, I've never seen any behind the scenes stuff for that.
They had a giant pane of glass.
Yeah.
Big enough to fit, like so that the edges would be off the frame. And they were just like, moving it a little bit. And it had to be so perfectly clear that you could see through it without any reflections. Apparently it was a real pain in the ass.
It's a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah. So I guess we should probably wrap this up so that you can go back to your shindig that you got going on today.
That was actually going on tomorrow.
Oh.
They rescheduled. So
nice.
I'm not missing out on anything anymore.
Oh, shoot. Could have done a whole podcast.
Yeah. But we already have enough, right?
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, we have like an hour. I have to edit this tonight. Yeah, Barbie is amazing. If you missed our Oppenheimer review, which what are you doing? You should go watch that.
Barbenheimer.
Fucking
2023.
I would definitely recommend both of these.
We recommend that you Barbenheim it.
Maybe don't go see Oppenheimer in theaters if you enjoy having your eardrums intact.
No, I would highly recommend seeing it in theaters. The sound is perfect.
No, it's not. It's too loud.
It's not. They want you to feel like you're there.
Yeah, I didn't feel like I was there.
I wanted it to be as loud as a explosion as the actual bomb went off. How loud would that have been?
Very.
If we were where they were lying down, how loud are we talking?
It's not about loudness necessarily. It's about the shock wave. It's about feeling it. Because it would like pass through you.
It wasn't that loud.
No, it was loud, but I'm saying it's not. The loudness isn't.
The boom, though.
The loudness isn't that. Because that dissipates a lot faster.
Yeah.
Than the shock wave that you would feel.
But I wanted to have that as loud as it was when they tested the Trinity bomb. Trinity from The Matrix.
That was the day before that conference. That was the day before they, because they had to do it before that peace talk. That was literally that's how it went, was they did it the day before. So,
yeah.
It's pretty badass. And then the guy was like, it'll work.
Anyway, I thought the movie should have been louder.
This is not an Oppenheimer review, so you should have saved that for the Oppenheimer review.
Well, you can just throw this in.
I'm not going to do that.
And also Barbie should have been louder.
Barbie was amazing. Go see Barbie. I hope that this movie... What do you think the box office is going to be? Because we won't know this... Because we won't record again for like 2 weeks.
I'm predicting that Barbie's going to do...
I bet it'll crack 100.
More than Oppenheimer.
I bet it'll do... Oh, I bet Oppenheimer will crack 80.
You're just talking like opening weekend?
Yep. And I bet Barbie will crack 100.
Yeah. Just for the weekend? Yeah, I don't know. But like you said, you'd see Barbie twice.
Yep.
So would I.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't go see Oppenheimer like twice in theaters probably. Unless somebody else wanted to go.
Barbenheimer.
Right. I'd do that where you go from theater to theater in 10-minute.
Would they get mad at you if you bought tickets to both?
If
Like if they stopped
Do
in
they
the hallway,
intentionally make it so you can't
I don't think
do
so.
that?
I mean, people
Is
walk
Barbie
in and
in
out of
the-
movies all the time.
No, but I mean, do they have it so it's like
I don't.
they must have it so they're playing at the same time?
When,
There's no way they can
fucking-
do that.
Minions Rise of Gru or whatever came out, and there was that meme of people showing up in suits. They would deny people when they showed up in suits because they're like, "You're fucking from the internet. Get out of here."
Well, you're not to be like blocking the screen. I'm pretty sure.
No, you walked in the back.
I don't know. People dressed up for Barbie. I thought it was cool.
I don't give a fuck as long as you pay for the ticket. Like, do whatever you want, and you're
Even
not
the guy selling
like
the
disrupting
tickets
the
was
movie.
dressed like Ken. Had purple hair and everything.
Yep. This is the end of the review. Like and subscribe. Follow us on Patreon at JJTI. Patreon.com/JJTI. I keep fucking that up. God fucking damn it. Follow us at Patreon.com/JJTI if you would like to see extended podcasts, movie commentaries if I can convince Jordan to do them. Some other shit maybe. Not pornography because they won't let me upload it. Tried that once. Didn't go well.
Is that even a thing? Do people review porn?
I'm sure they do. Would you do that? Would you do an audio commentary for like the Scooby-Doo porn parody?
No.
Why?
No, I'm not going to film myself watching porn and then put it on the internet. There's already enough on the internet.
Of you watching porn?
Yeah.
All right.
Whatever that fucking game was. Sick. Sick people.
Bye, everybody.